In this week's travel segment, as you heard, we're delving into the tourism potential of Burkina Faso. Though there haven't been many tourists patronizing it per year, it remains a fantastic destination for those interested travelers in sighting an amazing West African country and exploring the culture and music of Africa. Burkina Faso comprises of various ancient and archaeological structures that depict its heritage. The attraction of the country also extends to some beautiful landscapes, waterfalls, zoological gardens, national parks, and plenty rock formations. Wildlife is a core factor for of the eastern side of this country, while the central part boasts of business tourism around Ouagadougou, the capital. The northern side focuses on nomadic populations and traditions, while the west and part of the country is on the discovery of the cultural tourism. The country has a strong tradition of modern arts and crafts, such as wood carvings, jewelry, and pottery. Artists and tourists from around the world are also drawn to the Burkina Faso cultural festivals, such as the famous FESPACO, which is a Pan-African Film and Television Festival of Ouagadougou, Siao, which is the International Art and Craft Fair, and Festima, which is a famous International Arts and Mask Festival. Regional insecurity and social unrest are some of the major challenges currently facing inbound tourism in Burkina Faso. While the nation's economy is slowly recovering from internal civil unrest and military demonstrations that took place in 2011 and 2012, its travel and tourism industry also underwent a very difficult period due to an ongoing political crisis in neighboring Mali. Internal violent demonstrations, as well as insecurity in the region, had a negative impact on the number of tourists who visited Burkina Faso in recent years. However, the government is keen on turning around things in terms of turning around the numbers. This they're trying to do by improving security in the region and its environments. It's done so by forming a task force together with its neighbors to combat Islamist insurgents. The government is also keen on promoting domestic tourism, as highlighted in this video. Take a look. Burkina Faso recently held the 12th edition of the International Exhibition of Tourism and Hospitality of Ouagadougou Sito. Under the theme Domestic Tourism Stakes and Challenges, this edition was held to revive tourism that has seen a decline following terrorist attacks since 2015. Culture and handicrafts are major contributors to the development of travel and tourism in Burkina Faso.
Notre pays regorge de nombreux atouts touristiques.
Our country is full of many tourist attractions that can contribute to socio-economic development. However, many constraints limit the development of tourist activities. Indeed, with the different crises in the global security context, the regional and national tourism activity in particular is declining, with a fall in the number of international tourists, both in the accommodation establishment and on the previously busy tourist sites.
The government, with the firm commitment of His Excellency the President of Burkina Faso, Roch Marc Christian Kabore, would like to reaffirm his unwavering support for the world of tourism and will announce in a few days the measures to save and alleviate the pain of our brave professionals and actors in the world of tourism.
In terms of domestic tourism, the figures are encouraging. According to data provided by the country's National Tourist Board, domestic tourism arrivals in 2015 amounted to over 400,000, an increase of 5.3 compared to 2014, and thus represent 65% of the overall arrivals in Burkina Faso. Because we have to start with domestic tourism, we must recognize that the tourist administration has a certain difficulty in getting the Burkina Faso to discover their own country. And I believe that this is what motivated the theme of the Sito, namely domestic tourism stakes and challenges. And there are several symposiums that will be organized around this theme to find solutions to boost domestic tourism in Burkina Faso. About 100 exhibitors, 25 tour operators, 1,000 participants, and more than 50,000 visitors attended the exhibition. Well, Well, indeed, Burkina Faso has a lot to offer. The nation's strong arts and crafts scene, as well as cultural heritage, are features that will continue to attract visitors in the near future. According to Euromonitor International, amid ongoing insecurity in the region, Burkina Faso also needs to do more to promote the market and the country as a tourist destination. Efforts should be made to mitigate the impact of security on travel and tourism in order for it to be growth in the region. That is it from me on this week's travel segment. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing. À la prochaine.